Hello, hello everyone. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet, and yes, I am in my jammies again. Guys, every video that you see pretty much this week, I'm recording in the evening um, in my jammies. And that's because I'm at church camp for the week, and I leave camp and I come to my daughter's after a full day at camp. I get to my daughter's house about 9 o'clock in the evening, and then I take a shower, get comfy, and I come in here and record for the next day. So I am at my daughter's house in Mississippi, so you're not getting the normal view. And so my hair's still a little wet, but you know what, guys? This is real life, and this is how my week is this week. So this is what you're getting. So I'm recording this. This is Monday evening. You're going to see this Tuesday morning. So today is this is the next installment of the learning styles and how they can help with crochet, learning to crochet. And the learning style that we are going to talk about today is the solitary learner. And that pretty much tells you what kind of a learner they are. It's also called the intrapersonal learner. And I'm sorry for the glare on my eyes. I'm going to try and sit where it doesn't do that. But anyway, so I'm looking at my phone. I've got my notes right here. But just as the name says, the solitary learner, they like to learn by themselves independently. They like to do their research on their own, and they like to learn things on their own. So here's the characteristics laid out for the solitary learner. They are independent and they are self-motivated. They prefer to work alone and setting their own goals. They do not like to bounce ideas off of people. They do not like to. They don't do much collaboration. They just figure it out on their own and they learn on their own. Introspective and reflective. They enjoy spending time thinking about their own thoughts and feelings. So they'll probably sit back after a crochet project and think, could I have made that a different color? Would that have looked better if I'd used this yarn? And they'll try it probably try it again some other way. But they like to think and look back and reflect on what they've done themselves. They don't concern themselves with how somebody else is doing something. They look at their own selves and what they've done, and they reflect on that and how it made them feel. They prefer self-paced learning. They like to learn at their own speed and in a way that suits them best. So you can't give them something and say, hey, I need this done in 5 minutes. That's not going to work. So they like to pace themselves at the pace that's comfortable for them at their own pace. They may be introverted. Not always, but maybe. They might be shy or reserved, and they might prefer one-on-one interaction over group settings. Okay, so it's okay every once in a while for one-on-one, but don't put me in a great big group. Okay, that is the social learner, or solitary learner, sorry. They enjoy journaling and personal reflection. Keeping a journal or diary is a common way for them to process their thoughts and their experiences. They have a strong sense of self-awareness. They understand their strengths and weaknesses and are driven to improve themselves. They prefer to process information internally. They like to think through the ideas and concepts before discussing them with others. So before they even begin to have any kind of discussion, they will have thoroughly thought it through, thoroughly investigated the subject. And you can tell when you speak to them, they will have it thoroughly figured out. So You can support a solitary learner this way, these different ways. You can provide opportunities for independent work, um, like research projects or writing assignments or things like that. They like to do problem solving, but on their own. Um, they love to. You need to give them time for that self reflection and for self assessments, and they need an environment for learning that is free from distractions and where they can really focus on what they're doing on their own work. Um, Recognize and appreciate their individual efforts. So acknowledge their accomplishments. They really love that. Explain the why behind the learning. Help them understand the relevance and purpose of the material they are learning. That is my middle grandson to a T. He wants to know the whys about everything. And if something doesn't have a what do I want to say? If something doesn't have a purpose to it that he can see right away, forget it. He's not going to do it. It has to have a purpose. There's got to be a reason for it, and he wants you to tell him why he's doing this. And he loves to just go sit by himself in the quiet, and he'll read, or if he has to do homework, he wants to be by himself. So I see my middle grandson falling into this category. Um, Offer opportunities for personalized learning. Um, Let them explore topics that interest them and tailor learning to their needs. So solitary learners can be very successful when their learning style is supported and nurtured. So there you go, guys. There's the solitary learner. Do you know anyone who fits in this category? Like I said, that's my grandson. He loves to learn on his own. Give him a task, he'll work on it till he figures it out. And I think that's another strong point of the solitary learner. They they're so self-motivated that they will never ask for help, and they will work on a task until they figure it out, no matter how long it takes. And they will stay focused on that task until it's done. And that is my grandson. so so there you go, guys. This is a short one today, but that is the solitary learner. I hope you guys are enjoying this series that I'm doing. I want to look and see real quick. um, Next week will be our last. No. Which one did we start with? I think we started with visual. So we have three more after this. We have next week will be the combination learner. Then after that, the physical, kinesthetic. See, that's me, kinesthetic. I'm visual and kinesthetic. I want to see it and I want to do. So, and then the musical or auditory learner. So after this one, we have three more. Next week will be a combination learner. We'll get to see what that's all about. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Like I said, I really thought this was an interesting topic, and I hope it's been helpful to you, not only to see what type of learner you are, but if you're collaborating with someone, now you can see, oh, that's how they learn. And you can be more supportive and helpful for that person. So let me know if you know anybody that's a social or a solitary learner. Maybe you're a solitary learner, and that's okay. Everybody is different, and everybody falls into a different category, and that's what makes this world great. It'd be pretty boring if we were all the same, right? So I am going to get off here. I'm going to do a little bit more crocheting before I go to bed and just kind of sit back and relax. I had a fun day today with all the kiddos at camp, um, with arts and crafts today. They really did a good job. The boys made these superhero masks, and they thought that was so cool. And they got this little card, and you know how they do sometimes on Facebook or some other Instagram, sometimes they'll have, what is your superhero name, and you have to go by the first letter of your name and your birth month or something like that. Well, that's what they did with these cards, and they got a little card that their name card that told what their superhero name was. So that was really fun. They enjoyed that. And the girls, they did friendship bracelets, and they also made we called them calming stones. We didn't want to call them worry stones because we didn't want the girls feeling bad like if they were worrying about something. So we called them calming stones. And it was really fun. What they did, they took clay, molding clay, and they took 2 or 3 colors and made them into long little snakes about this long, and laid them beside each other and coiled them up. And then they formed them into a ball, so it kind of marbled the colors together. It was really neat. So each one of them had a marbled look, and then they put their finger on them to make a thumbprint, or to make a thumbprint. And then we had a little toaster oven that we put them in, and we baked them, and they let them sit and cool, and they got hard. And then me and the other lady that was doing the crafts, arts and crafts too, we sprayed them with a shellac. And so those are sitting on the table under the art pavilion right now, getting dry. So then tomorrow they can have their stones. And why it's a calming stone is because that indention that's made with their thumb, if they're getting anxious or worried about something, or they're just feeling a little stressed, they can take that little stone and hold it and just rub their finger on it like that, and to help them calm down. And it's just the neatest thing. And they've turned out so pretty. I will take pictures of those stones tomorrow and let you see what they look like. Post them on here on the channel as a post so you guys can see those stones, because the girls did a really good job with them. Not sure what the other lady, she's in charge of all of it. I'm just there to help. So I'm not sure what she has planned for tomorrow, but we shall see. I just love arts and crafts, so I'm loving doing this with the kids this year. So guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, or whenever it is you're watching, great day, whenever it is you're watching this. Thank you for supporting Critters Crochet. And yeah, remember, leave a comment, because the likes help the channel. If you're new to Critters Crochet, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notifications to all so you don't miss any of the videos that I post. And did you know that when you leave a comment, it helps this channel to be seen more? If there's the more comments that are left, the more it boosts the algorithm, and YouTube pushes my videos out there so everybody can see it. So please do that. I appreciate it. Even if it's just a little emoji. You don't have to leave a big long comment. Just hi, how you doing, or a little emoji if you want to. So I will see you guys later. I'm going to do a little bit of relaxing and crocheting, and I will see you again tomorrow. Or excuse me, I'll see you again Wednesday, and for the 3rd week of Battle of the Stitches, where I'll reveal to you what I have made. Have a great Tuesday, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.